So you talked about, looking at finances and things of that nature. So at what age or what moment in life made you really focus on, hey, finances is a very key essential point to the world as you know it, for especially coming from a young age? What made you look into that aspect of it?
Going up until when I was about 16 years old, I began learning how to sell on eBay.
Mhm.
And so I remember my first product being, a helmet that I purchased from my Army Navy store. And I had it laying around. My cousin showed me how to sell on eBay. He had been talking about it, and I asked him. So I remember just looking around my room, seeing what I could sell, and I figured, well, I don't use this, so let me go ahead and list it. And just a couple photos, and I was looking at similar listings, and same helmet was selling for about $300, and that blew my mind. So I just took the chance. I thought it was far fetched, but sure enough, within a couple days, it actually sold, and I had shipped the item out. So before then, you know, at the time I was 16. Before then, didn't really have any kind of education on finances. I was thinking the only way to actually get an income was, you have to have a job or be a business owner, which I knew that, but didn't understand how, you could really do that.
Right.
Making my first couple $100 in, what seemed like not a lot of time to me at that age was shocking. And just being able to make a couple $100 at a time from sold items and thinking, I don't even have to work if I can make this work. At that point is when I got I guess, I started thinking differently on money or on how to at least earn money.
Right. Yeah. When I was your age at that time, when I was that age, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have the eBay. We had the Encyclopedia Britannica. That was about all we had. Um, I didn't I didn't have that foresight to think of outside of the little box that I was in Detroit. I was still young, but I started looking at the aspect of finances when I was around 12. And my mom was very transparent about finances. She would explain, hey, money comes in, make sure you pay your bills, 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 bills. And then after that, then everything that's left over is what you get to spend discretionary. Now, and for me, I was like, okay, I got that part. But then once her money came in, I was waiting for the discretionary. I'm waiting for the allowances. I'm waiting for things like that. Where's the discretionary at? But then she showed me there was another aspect of, like I've said before, her kind heart where she liked to help other people out, friends and family. I'm not just blaming it all on family, but friends and family. She liked to help people out. So a lot of that to her was like a bill. To help people was like a bill. So it left very low discretionary funds for us as a whole, and so we didn't get to go do the big things out there like all the other kids did. I mean, we had Babalo, that was our amusement park. We don't have we ain't, Six Flags probably was around, and Cedar Point, that was a no go. We could never afford that. But we had this amusement park called Babalo back in Detroit, and we might get to go there once a year, maybe if the funds all lined up and the world was perfect. But I started seeing that, and then I seen how hard my mom was working because my mom, she would catch two buses to work, and she had the work ethic and all that. And then I just kept saying to myself, "You work, 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 but then you have no money to do what you want to do. You only got money to do what you need to do."
Right.
And then so I would live vicariously through her, just all right, now I know how much money she bring in. What would I do if I was in that situation? And then that's how I just try to navigate it, living through her. Hey, money comes in, this what I would do, this what I would do. And then when I got to the military and things like that, then I started applying those principles that I was telling myself that I would do this when it was coming to her money. I would do this, I wouldn't do this. And I start trying to implement those. But now hindsight is 2020. Seeing what you do to help other people and things like that. I did that also growing up at an early age, helping people and sending money here, sending money there to try to bridge the gap for other people, and then it left me in the same situation it left my mom. But I found myself that I was doing the same things, even though I told myself I would not do them. I would not do them early on. That's what I was doing, but that's what first got me intrigued into the whole financial landscape.
Right. And it's interesting you bring that up because I still butt heads with my mom today, where she'll tell me, I didn't raise you to be this way, because of the way I am with money. Where if I can help someone and I know I can help someone, I will. But the decisions sometimes that you have to make with money if you're trying to achieve certain financial goals is you have to take care of yourself and your family first. I'm just not as giving as my mom would be, where she would suffer financially, in order to help someone else. And I guess that is one of the harder things to do in a financial journey is learn to say the word no.
Right. Yeah, the word no is a lost, forgotten English language word.
Yeah.
That's a word that's very hard for people to grasp. And it's not saying no to be a butthole or just to say no, just to say no. It's, hey, I understand. I understand that people need help. Me, myself today, I understand that. But it's, hey, how can, if I, every extra dollar that I get to try to get to the next level, I have to always give it out? Because there will never be a situation where people won't call you if they think that you have, an extra, they won't try to get it from you. I'm not saying that they're being frivolous or that they're, doing it out of spite or anything like that. What I'm saying is everybody will always need help. So at a certain point in time, and this is actually what I learned, just growing up with my mom, is that, hey, sometimes you just have to stop, make sure you take care of yourself, put yourself in a better position. Going back to the saying that I said earlier about Jay-Z, you can't help the poor if you one of them, because then, we'll both be poor. But you have to, make sure you're taken care of, your family situation is taken care of, and then you have above and beyond. And then if you help somebody, that is not taking you back down to where you're at. So there's nothing wrong with helping people at all. It's just get you to a place where, hey, I have this, I have extra, I can help them, and I'm still good on my end. That's where the drive of where I wanted to be after growing up, seeing my mom in her situation.
In life, not everyone may have the same advantages, growing up, but there's always opportunity. And some of the best opportunities I've had was not physical money being given towards my way, but lessons or things I can learn on money.
Right.
Just information that I could use to apply to my life and habits to be created, that have ultimately made my life better because of the decisions I've made financially from those pieces of information and the opportunities that have been presented. A lot of people think that just a quick deposit can change their life, and it might help you in that moment, but unless you start taking advantage of information that you can get from others that have taken roads and learned from them because they did not work out, learning those bits and pieces of information can just really lead you to the right path if you're willing to put in the effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the key of it is, and you said the key word, you applied it. I mean, it's a
Right.
lot of information out there, you got the YouTubes, the Googles and things like that. There's a lot of information. I see a lot of people reading the information, but they don't take that initiative to apply it. Information is no good unless you apply it. So that's the right goal there. You have to start applying it. If you don't apply it, then it's no good. It's like a table weight. It's only good to hold down papers. It's doing nothing else.
Right. And learning to say no to some of the people that are closest to you is difficult, but it's it in my case it's always been telling them no in a sense of I will not give you what I've earned, but I'll show you how I've earned what I've earned. And it's especially because you have to see in a fair way, you have to see that that person is making the same sacrifices as you if you're making the decision to take this path, or your own financial path. That if this person's not willing to make the sacrifices that you've been taking financially, and they're the ones asking you for money, then how is that fair to you? That's, they're taking advantage of you. But if you can just simply share your information with them, then you could change their life if they, as you said, apply it to their own life.